Thank you. All right, guys. Appreciate you being here. Start off with, I am beyond appreciative for our fans that came out. Obviously, our city got a lot going on right now. Obviously, the classes have been in and out all for the last 2 weeks, and there's a bunch of students, a bunch of our fans. I'm grateful to those that chose to spend their Saturday afternoon here at Ray J, and our guys certainly appreciate it. Man, really sloppy game all the way, really up until the fourth quarter. You know, we were down halfway through the third quarter, and then our defense forced back-to-back turnovers, and then we go on this 28-6 run. And I think the defense sparked it. The offense got some mojo going. You know, there's so many things you want to clean up. There's so many things that as a coach you're frustrated about. And all we've asked our guys to do as we grow here is just play the next play. Play the next play. Play the next play. You know, the focus part of the very first touchdown down the right sideline to Jaquan Smith, and we get called for 2 guys on the ball. Minor detail in terms of you need to be another 6 inches back. We're playing fast. He thinks he's off the ball. He's not. And you get a touchdown, get called back. And in a really close game, that's the difference between winning and losing, and it's that minor detail that is so big in the big picture of what's going on. But you learn and you grow, and our guys fought. I am proud of the way that they finished. I'm really proud of the constant fight. I feel like we have fought. That Tulane game 3 weeks ago, I thought was rock bottom, if you can say, of how you played ball here. And I thought a week ago we fought. It was so crazy with the focus plays, the attention to detail, but our kids fought. I'm asking them to continue to fight and clean up detail like crazy. Asking our coaches to do the same, demanding that we grow as a program with the minor details of everything we're doing. But I am really proud of the fight. I'm really proud of the win. Proud of the guys just playing the next play. I'll open it up to questions from there.
Is that the best example of complementary football the last quarter and a half we've seen from you guys so far?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think it was really good complementary football. You know, even the comfort level to punt it, pin them deep, count on your defense, create a short field or a turnover and be able to go score. In that regard, yes. I think the ability to run the ball in the second half created some of that extended drives. But it was a good example. I don't know if it's the best example ever.
Coach, a lot of big plays, but Atkins' punt return, that had to be the biggest.
It was big at the moment, right? It was really big, and Sean put one on the ground before that. And, you know, it was like deja vu to Navy a year ago where same deal. Looked at Sean, you could just see this livid frustration on Sean's face, and said, Sean, man, we're going to need you again here, dog. Next play. And if you can't count on Sean Atkins, who can you count on? And made a great decision off the bounce on the next punt return, set up a touchdown. But again, got to eliminate the drop to start with. But the resiliency, the fight, absolutely.
You know, continuing the battle. The exclamation point to that tonight might have been Michael Williams. I mean, he's down on the field for an extended period of time. He kept coming back. I mean, had to be very inspiring to everybody in a way, right?
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those deals where when you're, again, I feel like I talk about it all the time, and I hope I don't sound redundant, but it's when you're building and you're trying to flip a culture and an expectation and continue to raise standards, all you want is for guys to come in and fight and strain and fight and strain. We use the analogy of holding onto a rope as hard as you've ever held onto it. When your hands are bloody and calloused, you grip it tighter. Mike's got a shoulder, Mike's got a lower leg deal, and he keeps fighting. Mike's a fighter. I would say majority of our dudes are. And you win games that way for sure. You win games with detail and execution. We're somewhere in the middle on that part of it. But yeah, Mike Williams, a fighter. I think Cole Skinner at the end there wanted to go back in. There's a bunch of guys, man, a bunch of guys that wanted to go. But I think as we continue to play, a bunch of guys, you saw some youth out there again today. Those guys keep seeing examples of guys like Mike and keep seeing examples of a bunch of dudes that just keep swinging. We had some guys in the secondary go down, guys step up. It's crazy. But dudes just kept swinging, kept fighting.
What about the collective effort of the offensive line? Just you probably used every combination known to man because of the injuries. I mean, and somehow you made it work. They made it work.
Yeah, they made it work. That group, man, you talk about taking heat, right? We've gone 3 weeks and hadn't run the ball. Taking heat from their coach, from me, from us. And all we keep talking about is, man, it'll come. Just keep getting better and just keep swinging and keep swinging. Those guys fought, used a bunch of guys. We played Terrion Mormon and some short yardage stuff today. Cole Best played a ton. R.J. Perry got banged up. Cole Skinner went. Those guys are getting closer and closer, and those guys are learning that you just got to keep scrapping and keep swinging in there. Yeah, I don't know how many we played. Tyreek Major played today in the short yardage stuff there at the end. Probably 11 guys, 10 guys. Crazy.
James Hill with ABC 7 out of Sarasota. The never give up mentality, the grit, the grind, the spirit of competing and outlasting this team. A physical game, a long game. Talk a little bit about it. And then Archie, 201 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it was really a physical deal all the way around. You know, the style of offense they play, they do so many different things. They kind of wear you out east to west and then try to hit you with the run game. Really, really physical game. We tried to make it a really physical game offensively. I think our guys knew that that's what it was going to be, and I thought they kept swinging. Again, we played so many guys. We need to continue to play guys. And to be honest with you, I told our guys, and really 2 weeks ago, I think I said this to you guys, I challenged our coaches, man, like, somebody's practicing well, find a way to play them. And we're right at that point of where these freshmen aren't freshmen anymore, these redshirt freshmen aren't really redshirt freshmen anymore. Play them. Play them. And as we've played more guys, you feel like there's like this lifted spirit, like more guys are involved. And I feel like I've seen a lot more fight. Does that equal wins? Man, I hope so. But what it equals is you're going to get some young guy mistakes, and you got to keep working through them. Bryce Archie, I just told our team in front of everybody, so proud of Bryce. Bryce waited 2.5 years for this moment. I've known Bryce since Bryce was a sophomore in high school, and I love Bryce. I love Bryce's family. I love Bryce's fight. I love his spirit. I really do. I've known him for so long. I know how much he wanted this moment, and it's unfortunate, and he knows the reason he got the start a week ago, but man, he's a fighter. He's resilient. He's tough. And I thought he played a really good game a week ago. There's some throws he wanted back, some decisions he wanted back, but he came in, man, he was so locked in. And you're starting to see this leadership from him and this resiliency from him. Man, I told our team, I said, that guy waited 2.5 years for this feeling. Guys don't want to wait 2.5 years for anything. Guys don't want to wait 5 minutes to get a meal. 2.5 years. Guy Sean Atkins sitting here waited 4 years to be a big time part of an offense. Like, it's okay. Grow, learn. Like, so proud of Bryce. And it hadn't been perfect. Been a lot of conversations of, man, I don't know if I want to wait anymore. Just wait. Just wait. And he did. And I think it's a really good example for all of our young guys. I mean, when your chance comes, you get one opportunity to take advantage of it. Go take advantage of it. And sometimes growing and learning and maturing is exactly what you need. And you saw, Bryce is a really good example, but you saw Dalen Platt play a bunch. You saw Chenault today step up. Man, Chenault keeps stepping up. He's a freshman. I don't know what he weighs, but they keep coming at him, and he just keeps coming back at him. You see a bunch of young cats in there, man. Like, it's so impressive. Keyshawn Singleton, holy smokes. Keyshawn Singleton, like, most explosive play of the year. Dude got it going for us offensively. Like, and Keyshawn, another one. We talked about him earlier in the week. Just like Jaquan Smith. Like, dude, red shirts, plays on special teams, doesn't see the field, and just continues to build confidence and build confidence and build confidence. And then U.S. coaches have confidence in playing them. But that's what building a program is. You build these young guys. You count on the older guys to show them the way as these young guys grow. And then when they're ready to go and the old guys leave, the young guys take it over. And I'm really proud of our old guys for continuing to pound away, and I'm really proud of our young guys for continuing to grow. Again, does that equal wins? Gosh darn it, you sure hope so. But the effort, the resiliency will help. We got so much detail to clean up, and you could point to a lot of things, but that second half is what it should look like. You wear them down, you run the ball, create turnovers on defense, you turn those turnovers into points, do some really special things on special teams, and you win a football game.
You lost 3 games, some of which not much going on offense. You find yourself down 19-7 in the third quarter. That's a lot to come back from in the month, and the whole thing changed. What qualities did you see that allowed this to happen?
I think, like we said, the fight, man. The defense forces the 2 turnovers. I believe the first one resulted in a touchdown. I think the second one resulted in a flipping of the field. Just a fight, just playing the next play and playing the next play and playing the next play. And you saw at the end, I think, the defense bending and not breaking there through the last 23 minutes. And then the offense being able to run the football, chew clock, and then finish and punch it in. And I thought it was really impressive. We were starting to run out of 2-point plays there, but you get in that game. It was good we ended up getting to a third, and it was really good to see our guys execute it. But 28-6 over the last quarter and a half, 2 turnovers on defense, offense being able to punch it in, had the long punt return that set that up. The last touchdown, I thought it was impressive in terms of the fight and the grit.
Talk a little bit about Kelly Jr.'s contributions tonight to the team.
Yeah, Kelly had, I think, 3 total touchdowns, right? 2 rushing, one receiving. Am I right on that? Yeah. Kelly, I mean, falls into the category of those old guys that were Kelly will tell you, been in college for a long time, but one of the old guys that we just continue to count on, and he'd been through it all here. Been through ups and downs and been through injuries, coaches, just keeps coming to work, keeps swinging. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of all of our older dudes. Like, they've been through it now. They've been through it, and they keep showing up, and we put a lot on them, and we keep demanding a lot. Kelly's one of them. Rode Kelly there in the fourth quarter, and those guys are hungry to go chew up yards and get in the end zone too, and it's been a rough 3 weeks for them. not heard one of them complain. They root each other on. It's a cool room. They root each other on. They want the touches, but really proud of Kelly in general. Kneecap.
You guys have had kind of a rough few weeks. How does it feel to get that first conference win?
Feels awesome. Feels great. Been a rough few weeks for a lot of people,
Conversation, 10 minutes left in the third quarter. There was a scuffle on your sideline. What did the conversation between the players, the staff, did you bring them together? What do you think that may have been a galvanizing moment for the team there, or just kind of a one-off, hope to God you never see it again sort of thing?
Yeah, I would lean with the latter. Be honest with you, saw it after it happened, and man, completely against everything you'd ever want. And we handled it internally there. We'll handle it again tomorrow, but you can't let your emotion be bigger than the moment. That's composure. That's being able to focus, and obviously they're lost composure. And it's the opposite of what we're asking our guys to do. Coaches, players, all of it. And so it was disappointing. I saw, I'm sure, the same thing that everybody saw, and we handled it. But we'll continue to handle it. Shouldn't happen, and I'm embarrassed by it, but it shouldn't happen. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Sean Atkins, 4 receptions tonight. Career all-time receptions leader, 157. Also career-long 54-yard punt return. Question for Sean.
What does that mean, Sean? You got number 154. You got it out of the way quickly. First play from scrimmage. Maybe right after the game. Here's not the best time to ask that. But still, it's quite a mark.
Yeah, it is. It just relates back to, how long me and Kelly have been here, to be honest with you. Just the hard work we've been able to put in, and, just kind of getting that number is kind of special just because of the fact that, you don't really understand how many catches that is. You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard to go out there and at this level and go out and, make catches and make plays, and I'm just happy that, the coaches trust me to do it, and I'm glad that I'm able to do it.
Now, is this a chance for you guys to maybe a sigh of relief, let's kind of, relax a little bit? It's been a heck of the last couple of weeks for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Going back from Orlando, that weighed on the whole team. Just being able to go back, play in Ray J today, that meant a lot. And this bye week, just get everybody healthy. I felt like a lot of us are banged up. You got a lot of 6-year guys banged up, so we're going to take advantage of this bye week, and then you're going to see the best of USF at FAU.
Coming back to Ray J, the fans, the students, how'd that feel to you from a player perspective?
Yeah, it just felt like home. I personally, I didn't like playing at Camping World. I'm sure none of us did. But, just being back in Ray J, you kind of have that just, feel of, all right, I'm home now. Everything's been going on with the hurricane and everything. Seeing the fans come out and support us, that means the world to us. And I'm sure this dub, meant a lot to a lot of people. So I'm proud that we went out and got it.
A couple of uncharacteristic fumbles in the punt return game, and then you got an opportunity late that really helped seal this win. How bothered were you by the fumbles, and how satisfying was it to make a play like that?
Yeah, nobody really ever wants to fumble. I got to do a better job on my part, but credit to a lot of my teammates, just coming in, giving me the confidence back in. And I just wanted to make a play for them, and, getting that back kind of just meant a lot to me. I put the ball on the ground, put us in a position to win after that long punt return. It just felt amazing, honestly.
Was it, the guy had to jump to catch it, and it was kind of a bouncing punt, I think. Was it sort of like some openings that you took advantage of there in that sequence?
Yeah, I just did my job. The ball bounced up, high, and, when it bounces right to you, you got to take it. So, and then I heard somebody say slide when I'm running it, so I was like, all right, bet. But, I got to get in the box, so I got to work on that.
Let's go back to that punt return. I could see you, signaling no, and probably yelling Peter.
Yeah.
Normally you don't pick that thing up, but it bounced right in your hands, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And then, I just wanted to, kind of get back what I, messed up earlier. So just being able to go out and make a play and kind of getting that spark going in the fourth quarter, I think, it meant a lot.
I want to go to the 2-point play. I know you didn't see how it ended. You got lit up completely. That's part of football, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I thought you were going to say the throw, man.
The last few weeks, for a lot of reasons, have been pretty crazy, and the results aren't nearly what you wanted, and you're down in the third quarter. What allowed you guys to come back? Because you were down and out after some rough results. It wasn't looking good. What happened to change this game?
Honestly, everybody just kind of kept their head up and just started believing in each other. We just kind of looked at each other and all right, we're gonna go score now. It just kind of felt like the whole team was having our back, on offense, and we had the defense's back. And honestly, the chemistry just felt like electric out there, to be honest with you.
Obviously, a tremendous night. What have you seen out of him at practice leading up to this?
This dude has been working his butt off. He's one of those dudes that you just cheer for. He doesn't say a lot. He just goes out and works, and I'm just so proud of him. First career start, he goes for 100. That's something special. And he said before the game these guys bake chicken, and he went out and made them bake chicken. So shout out Keyshawn. Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, Kelly. All right, 94 yards rushing, 3 total touchdowns for Mr. Joyner tonight. Question for Kelly.
Kelly, Coach you had a tough time running the ball against Memphis last week, tough time tonight for maybe 2.5 quarters. Talk about how important that was to get that running game going. It kind of settled everybody down, right?
Yeah, we focus on, getting our run game back this whole week of practice and executing with all 11 guys and not just one guy taking the play off. And, it felt good to get the run game back this week.
Great game for a young guy. Not bad for an old guy, huh?
Hey, man, it happens.
I'm going to throw this out at you. That's the most emotional I've seen Coach Golesh in a post-game conference.
Yeah.
What was he like in the locker room? It looked like this was really an important win for him.
Yeah, like I said, he pushed us this week on getting our swag back and executing down the stretch, and it felt good to get this win, as a team as a whole.
You have a bye week now. Is it a good time to kind of relax, catch your breath a little bit with the way the last couple of weeks have been, all the uncertainty back home, and you're in Orlando and so forth? It'd be a good timing for that now.
Yeah, like I said, nobody liked being in Orlando and playing in Camping World Stadium. Coming back here in front of the fans. Obviously, it was special. It was good to get the win, and let's keep it rolling.
Game almost the whole way, and then you had the 33-yard touchdown run that kind of sealed it. How would you describe that run, and what was the feeling like to know that you got this game now?
What was the run? I think it was Grease, a gap scheme run. O-line just did their job. Tight end made a good block, and like I said, all I did was run straight. It felt good to get all 11 guys to do their job in one play, and we iced the game. It felt good.
I mean, there's so many guys that got hurt. Every time you looked up, probably a new combination in front of you. What about what they did tonight?
They did their job, in the pass game and in the run game. I love those guys up front. Even when they're hurt, even when they're tired, they still fight and push through. It kind of gets us going as running backs to see them, fight and help us get those extra yards. But,
You mentioned the tight end, Evan Dangler, probably got his most run of his career. What did you think of his performance?
Dangler? Yeah, he's a thumper, man. He's not afraid to hit nobody. Evan, he comes to work every day, pushes himself in the weight room, on and off the field. Overall, he's a good dude. I like Evan. He got a bright future.
This season, just for somebody who's been around this program for a while, what has this season meant for you?
It's the last season, it means a lot, and that I got no more years left. I can't come back, and I just want to leave it all out on the field with the group of guys, and I'll always remember each and every year I had here. It was fun.
What does this mean tonight to win the way you did, considering the last few weeks? To have something like this happen, what can it mean for this team?
It means is time to go and keep this rolling for the rest of the season. We got the bye week to get everybody body back and refocus, regroup, and go 1-0 next week versus FAU. I feel good where we at right now.
Gave the shooter 5 tackles, big interception today.
Jalen, take us through the pick. What's going through your mind?
Believe it or not, I had told the D right before we came on, we needed to make a play. Somebody needed to make a play. Don't wait for somebody to make a play. Fortunately, you know what I'm saying, QB ain't throw the best ball. I was in the right spot to get it.
Big stops to keep the team in the game. I mean, you're down 12 third quarter, holding to 2 field goals rest of the way. That's huge, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, like, we knew coming in that they were a scrappy group. Their record is 1-5 coming in, but, you know, they played some really good teams, so it's a little misleading. But, like I said, we knew there was going to be a scrappy team. We knew they weren't going to give up, and we just had to keep the same energy.
What was the hardest part about facing that quarterback?
Oh, he was good, man. Like, he made a couple good throws on the run, extended the plays a lot. But ultimately, you know what I'm saying, you get to him enough, you make him fit it, you know what I'm saying, gibbery enough, then get him to throw the ball away.
What's it been like for you, your mindset in the last 3 weeks with everything that's going on? The on-field hasn't been what you wanted. You were down in this game, and to come back and win, how do you feel about just what you guys were able to accomplish today?
Personally, I was kind of nervous before the game. I was just, you know what I'm saying, thinking about, last time I played in the stadium in them gold helmets, you know what I'm saying, didn't end how I wanted it to personally because, I went down and all. But this is a program game, you know what I'm saying? Like, we needed this game to just flip the program, like, keep going, take the momentum that we had from this game and keep it up for the rest of the season.
Well, he scored a touchdown. It was a big sigh of relief from you right there. And what was your reaction at that time? What were you feeling?
Which one? The
10-point lead.
Okay, yeah, no. I was like, all right, we good. Let's just go out here, get right back off, on and off, do what we got to do, put the ball back in the offense hands so they can take the game away.
What did you think about some of the younger players? I mean, Chenault, Ira Singleton, I'm sure there's a lot of others. Just, it seemed like there were guys that, got their shot tonight in a lot of ways and delivered, and probably so many I can't remember them that made plays tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then Keyshawn, too, on offense. Yeah, But, defensively, those boys did a really good job. And I hit the cue one time, and the ball went down, and Ira tried to scoop it up, and they ended up getting it back, and I think they went on to get points or whatever, and I chewed them out. Like, I dogged them. But when I was done, I was like, look, bro, forget about it. We're going to need you to go back in. We're going to need you to make a play. And then that next drive, he got the good sack that pretty much killed their drive right there. So he showed up. Bobo, Chenault showed up. And like I said, they had a couple guys on offense. Big Cheese went in a couple times. Yeah, it was good.
He out of Ira in practice this season. What kind of a guy is he?
He's a young guy, so, obviously those type of mistakes, with the book and, just mistakes that people who don't have enough game experience make. But he's consistently working, consistently trying to get better. He's taking everything that we're pouring into him, whether it's coaches, older guys at his position and like our position. He's just consistently working, consistently trying to get better. He's going to be a really good kid, really good player.
I like your shirt. Is that the mentality, us versus the world in that locker room?
For sure. I mean, Coach Golesh, pregame, yesterday, today, one word, love. We got to love each other because, ultimately, outside of the room, it don't matter. As long as we love each other, we fight for each other, we'll get the best outcome we can for each other.
He stays in the locker room, right?
Yes, sir.
I asked Sean this, but I'm not too since your defense. How did it feel coming back to Ray J? All the fans being back, the student section showing up after everything's happened the past few weeks?
It was electric. The last game we had Memphis, all the fans that could get there got there, and that was cool and all, but it ain't no better feeling than playing in your home stadium with your home crowd and the student section, like you said. And defensively, we did, made a bunch of good plays so where the fans could be engaged. It was everything.
Continue to stand out on the defense. How does that feel to you?
I'm just doing my job.
A few big sacks, you obviously, your interception. What does it do to the defensive mentality when you guys realize, that you're in that fourth quarter, that you can really impose your will on that team?
I mean, we want that to be our identity. You know what I'm saying? We want that. We want teams to turn on film and be like, all right, this team going to run. They're going to hit you. They're going to get the ball out. They're going to relentlessly keep going the whole game. So, I mean, that's what we want. Through the first quarter all the way to the fourth quarter, that's what we want to put on film. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night.
All right, Bryce Archie still with his eye black on. Starter, 201 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Bryce, coach was in here earlier and he said, you waited 2.5 years for this moment. He was a little bit emotional when he said it. Maybe he said that in the locker room too. What was it? What were your emotions like to be the quarterback for a win like this?
It was everything. Like you said, I've waited 2.5 years to finally come out and show everyone what I can do and how good of a quarterback I can be at times. And it meant everything to me to go out and win this game and finally get the first win under my belt. And now we gotta go out and do this every week.
19-7 in the third quarter, not much going on, doesn't look good. How did this turn around? How did you guys win this game?
I feel like we never got fazed by it. We know how good of an offense we can be, and if we just go out and execute all 11 doing the same thing on the same page, we could be one of the best offenses in the country. So we were never really fazed by being down. We fought from being down from this year or last year. We fought from anything, and we just went out and executed as we should.
From one series to the next, you didn't know who were going to be the 5 offensive linemen. Talk about how everybody pitched in and really did a great job for you, especially down in the second half.
Being a backup, you kind of get reps with those guys during the season, fall camp. So I've already gotten bank reps with those guys, so I feel 100% confident in whoever they put in the game, 1s, 2s, or 3s. I've gotten reps with all of them, so it wasn't really a fall off anywhere. They might have been a backup, but you got to go out and step up, just like the man in front of you.
Sean put himself atop the record book too. How meaningful is that for you? I'm sure you guys have helped each other a lot the last couple of years. So you can talk about how meaningful that is.
It means everything. I'm probably with those receiver guys every day of the week, and just to hear that stat that I was able to throw him the ball and it was a school record. It means a lot. Sean's one of my best friends, so it means everything.
What do you think of Mr. Singleton's game?
Oh, I love it. I love throwing to that guy. We call him Baby Calvin Johnson. He's big body. He can run. So he's gonna help us out a lot for this year and years to come.
Looked like you ran a post. Did the safety get kind of caught up with the crosser?
Yeah. Safety came down. They were all banked on Sean. Whatever Sean was doing, he ran a line route. Safety came down. I saw it. He made a good decision. He had an option route and put it up there so he can run and go get it.
You had to throw the ball from a lot of different arm angles today. How much does baseball help that?
It helps. Every single angle, I would say, comes from baseball. I played shortstop in high school, and just turning 2 or throwing it across the diamond, it helps a lot.
You're down 12, but you don't go to be one-dimensional. You keep the run game in play. How important was that to keep UAB back on their heels?
It was very important. I always say if we can run the ball, nobody could really stop us. Once we get our run game established and everything in the pass game, and our whole offense is rolling. So getting that run game back, and it kind of helped us out for the rest of the game.
I want to steal one more. After what you guys have been through the last couple of weeks, that's the most emotional I've seen Coach Golesh at the podium. What was he like in the locker room?
It sounds like he was just like he was in here. Very emotional. We've been through a lot in the past couple of weeks, with the hurricane and everything that's going on. So to get a win under our belt is very good, and I'm kind of same emotionally. It's my first win as a starter, so feels good.
Did you get a game ball?
I did. I gave it to my mom.
After the game, I saw you and Golesh share a pretty emotional moment. Can you talk about that at all?
Yeah, he's the guy that's recruited me since day one.
Me and Golesh have a really close relationship, and when we say we love each other, it's not just a saying. Like, we actually mean it, and I'd do anything for Coach Golesh.
And how does it feel being back at Ray J, bringing in the win?
Oh, it feels great. Finally being in front of some fans. We loved the fans that came out at Camping World, but it's nothing like being at Ray J and playing at home.
Dangler's impact on the offense tonight?
Oh, I love it. Evan Dangler, he comes to work every day. Every single day you're going to get the same Evan Dangler. He's going to either run through you or do his job at 100%. And that's kind of who Evan is. That's his identity, and he'll help us out a lot this season.
This is just one win. But considering everything that happened the last few weeks, how things weren't going well at all, and you came back in this game, is this just a little more juice? Just a little more that could maybe mean something down the line too?
Yeah, we just had to get our confidence back. Just playing confident, not getting in our head, not thinking too much, focusing on the minor details, not just what's going on in the play, but just what my job is and what I need to do on that play, and playing ball, just like you're in the backyard or something. Just go out and play football, get your confidence back.
Two starts under your belt now this season. What have you learned about yourself as a quarterback?
I've learned a lot, really. I've always had confidence in myself. I know how good I can be, and the main thing I really learned is the work it takes to actually win a college football game. A lot of people can, say they can do it, but when you're out there, it's a little different.
Thanks, Brooks.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thanks, Brian. High week next week, so probably won't have any scheduled media avails, but if you want to talk to Evan Dangler or you want to follow up with any future stuff, you can certainly listen to it.